As the price goes up, my review score continues to go down. I didn't plan it like that. This guy again. So today I'm covering 5 things about the Typology Tinted Serum. You're not hallucinating. I've reviewed this several times. I needed to give you an update. It had to be done. I am launching the 2nd annual holiday sales cheat sheet. I scoured all the sales for you, so you don't have to do it because there's so much. And I give you links to a couple of favorite products, so you kind of have a shopping starting point. Link to the cheat sheet is going to come via the newsletter today. And if you're already a subscriber, you're good. Project BB Blue. It's live today. I will be donating 100% of the StyleShaker.com's ad revenue to an organization that could really use it right now. Just being on the site generates ad revenue. And I'm donating that to the FarmLink project. It helps redirect food from farms that would otherwise be wasted to communities that really need it. First up, with the review of Typology's Tinted Serum, we're going to look at ingredients. And I also want to mention price because price on this one has... We'll just say, and this is a bit of a spoiler alert, as the price goes up, my review score continues to go down. I didn't plan it like that. 6 shades available. I have shade light, type 2 light. I've tried medium. Sometimes I like it, depends on the season. Actually, I do want to prime. I usually use some sort of tinted SPF to do that. Today I'm using the Solara tinted SPF. Huge fan of that company. $35 in 2021. If you're gasping, it's because you now know that it's, what, close to $50? I did reach out to the brand and ask them why. I have all of that written on the scorecard and quoted the brand on that. $35 in 2021, $40 in 2023, $44 in 2024. Now we're at $47. It just seems a little... Insert whatever word you would like to there. But as a consumer, that just makes me go, So, that's also why I wanted to come here because now we're looking at something that's almost $50. And there are a couple of pretty big deal breakers at this point. I like other things from the brand. This tinted serum, though, has taken off, and I just feel like they're taking advantage of that. Allegedly. I don't have any data to back that up. So as you can see, this is the light shade. It skews on the golden side, a little golden for my skin type, but just wanted you to get a real take on it. Vegan formula, squalane is inside. You can rub this in with fingers. That's what they recommend too. You can also use a brush. I happen to love the 109 brush from BK Beauty, and I'm just pressing it in here. Squalane, vitamin C. It's a water first formula, silicone free, which I usually like. My skin usually likes that. There's emollients and thickeners in there. You're going to see titanium dioxide, and sodium benzoate is the preservative, which I don't think is going to irritate some people, but it might irritate others for sure. But that's just skin. We're all very sensitive in our own ways. Application. Normally, this got an okay score on application. As you can see, it's very easy to apply. We need to talk about the scent. I don't feel like a lot of people are talking about the scent. I might just be missing it due to my algorithm or whatever. And they've had really strong marketing against this. I don't think all of that was organic. I'm seeing a ton of typology ads, which is also why I wanted to just kind of get out there. I don't have $1 million boosted marketing budget here, but people need to know the scent. At first, I was like, it's a little off-putting. Reached out to the brand and they said, listen, due to the nature of our high quality ingredients and we don't throw a lot of crap in there, I'm paraphrasing, this is just something, it's totally normal. You're okay to use it. Bought it again. I waited about a month, a little over a month, tried it out again. We are sour. It is sour, which for $50 is not acceptable. I have things that have a shelf life of 3 months from OG. They never smell like this. Just something to think about and consider. I can't say every batch is going to turn out like that. I don't know that. But what I've noticed as a consumer is that each of the ones I've received go sour within a month to a month and a half, max 2 months. Not good. To be a 3 out of 5 for application, now it is a 1 out of 5. It's brutal, but I think it's fair. Honestly, it shouldn't be smelling like this. Coverage, very easy. It claims light coverage. I think it does a strong light coverage. I think you saw that evening out pretty quickly, and I can't feel it on the face. Now you can feel it to the touch. A little moistury, a little dewy. It's a little wet, but it got a 4 out of 5 there. And then for finish, claims to have a satin finish. I'm going to put a powder on top of it because when I was wearing this, that's a hint, I would need to use that or else it would just look too glowy. When I would sit or touch my face, it felt too wet for me. I didn't like that feeling. If you have dry skin and you want the extra moisture and you're okay with the soury smell potentially happening and this ingredients list and the rising prices, then go for it. I think this is a little dewier than a satin finish, in my opinion. You tell me. But the powder works really well with it. It does its thing. They mesh very well. It's not a heavy product, so I think it kind of lends itself to playing well with others. 3 out of 5 for finish because of the claim. I feel like it didn't really land to the claim. Could have given it a 4 out of 5 there. Wear test. It was actually the same, so I test these for a couple of weeks and I look at them at the end of the day in natural light. The same exact thing happened. So it gathers a little bit around the folds of my nose. By the way, this is honest. No one's paying me to say this. The brand I don't think would want to pay me to say any of this anyway. So I found it to break me out. Now, was it really bad? Did I get an allergic kind of dermatitis reaction, which my skin, this is a subjective part, has been known to have? No. I just had like little pimples here and there, and I rarely get that. When I use this, I do break out. I'm not saying that that's going to happen to you at all. For some, that might not even be close to an issue. But the other thing that I started seeing was it was dewy in the morning, and then by the end of the day, something weird would happen. It would start to look a little bit dry, slightly powdery on top of the skin, which was strange whether I used setting powder or not. And I found that to be a little odd. Total new score for 2025 is a doozy. It's an 11 out of 20. Links to everything, by the way, that I'm using will be below. Like I said, as the price continues to go up, if it goes up again, just know, guys. I've tested thousands of products. I track them in an absurd tracker, and so I can see the prices. I've stopped publishing a lot of the prices on YouTube in my description box because of the situation that we're currently in and because of all these prices going up and up and up. I've actually never seen another brand raise prices as significantly and consistently as Typology has for their tinted serum. I cannot speak to their other products, but that's what I've seen in my experience as a consumer. So the sour scent, I feel, is a huge deal breaker for me. Let me know what you think. Have you had that experience? Have you received this and it's been scent free? I would really like to know that, actually, because maybe it is a batch issue. I don't think so, though. I don't think so. That the last 3 times I've tried it, it's gone sour. So Houston, we have a bit of a problem. Would I buy it again? I mean, unless I really want to decimate it on this channel, no, I'm not going to do that. Unless they fix it. Unless they fix whatever is happening within this formula. And the true test for me is when I turn this camera off, I'm wiping all of this off my face because I don't want to break out. Do I think it's worth almost $50? I do not. I don't. Period. End of sentence. I have some other favorite tinted moisturizers and tinted serums, probably more tinted SPFs, back on the website under my favorites and within the Best of the Style Shaker guide. If you like honest reviews, you want to support this channel, hype the video, like the video, hug the video. Just kidding, you can't hug the video. Give it a thumbs up. It takes 2 seconds. It's free for you and it means a lot to myself and other creators out there. Check out the cheat sheet, participate in Project BB Blue. Just look on my site for like a few minutes. All that money is going to the Farmlink project today. I'll see you right back here real soon. Bye.